Truth is, I'm tired. Options are, I'm trying to pray, but where Good evening, good evening, good evening, good evening, and welcome back to the Operation Hill 100 Heart channel, where we do what? Focus on healing, humor, and hot topics. What's up, you nosy motherfuckers? Happy Tuesday. I know that y'all have to be very, very proud of me because I have been keeping my commitment of going live every Tuesday for the last couple of weeks. So I don't want no smoke out of nobody up in this piece, okay? Okay. We got some topics on the docket tonight that sometimes I get so annoyed because I don't like when the topics are so heavy, because that takes the fun out of it. But sometimes we do need to have some real talk because we live in the real world. Understand how that goes. So listen. Don't want smoke with me because the topics are a little heavy tonight. But keep in mind, if you do have some topics that you run across that you want to discuss on Lit Six, you hit me up, you let me know, and I got you. But we're not going to start off so heavy. We're going to start off really, really light and really, really happy. Why baby KK turned 1 year old? You guys, first of all, I didn't know that baby KK's birthday was the same birthday as my godmother, which is July 18th. If I'm not mistaken, July 18th is baby KK's birthday. But I did not know it seemed like it came around too quickly. It seemed like it came around entirely too quickly. But yes, baby KK turned 1 year old. That was so, so cute to see. I don't know about like babies and things like that, like TV shows and what they into. So I cannot tell you guys what the theme this is. I can only tell you baby KK turned 1 year old. So KK stands for Kareem Kincaid. That's Nelly and Ashanti's son. I want to see his face. It look like from the side. He is so cute. But let's look at some pictures from the party. All right, they got the entire family there. That's so cute. Word on the curb. I don't know if it's the truth or not, but word on the curb is that there seems to be a newer child after Nelly's first set of children. So apparently, I think might have had a baby during the time he was with Miss Jackson or after he broke up with Miss Jackson. That's what they said. But of course, you don't hear about that baby or see that baby. And again, I don't know the theme of this party, but they look so nice and so happy. Oh, they look so nice, so happy. So yes, that's Lloyd. Okay, Lloyd popped out and showed niggas. Okay. Yes, I don't. Again, I couldn't tell you guys what the theme is, but it looks so it say? Wait a minute. Wait a minute. I'm back in the building, Brooklyn. We back on the map with that beautiful beard in the back of that back. What's up, Allison? Girl, why? Oh my gosh. StreamYard didn't want me to be great. StreamYard did not want me to be great. It kicked me out on some BS. But don't worry. Don't worry. We ain't stressing that. We moving right along to Lit at 6 Topics. We ain't got time to play with StreamYard. We do not have time to play with StreamYard. We got ish to motherfucking do. So let's get it going. I don't know what happened, y'all. I do not know. This is a little crackish. So it just cut me out, locked me out, and told me go to hell. I do not know why. But okay. All right. Let's run it again. Let's try it again. Everybody come back. I guess everybody probably said, girl, we was here and rocking and rolling. Hold on. Hold on. All right, truth is I'm done. Options are few. You see what they try to do? I'm trying to pray. And where are you? I said, wait a minute, what I did. All right, y'all know we got to talk about this because this was mortifying, and I don't even tolerate no BS like this. So let's see what's going on here. No, we're not doing that. The blood of Jesus. Truth is down. Hold on. Let's not move too fast. So I'm minding my business yesterday, which caused another mortification. I'm minding my business, doing what I got to do. I look up and they say, "Oh, where are you? Are you in Manhattan? Is the active shooter on the scene?" I said, "Whoa, whoa, 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 whoa! Let's go back. It's an active what? It's an active what?" So now I start calling all around to figure out what the hell is going on because I can't go out like this. So let's see what they was talking about yesterday. This was crazy.
FBI guy, James Gagliano. James, I believe we're hearing reports that it was an automatic rifle. I'm not sure we've confirmed that. But if it was, what does that tell you?
Well, Jesse, we are hearing through channels that it looks like some type of AR style rifle. Looks like it had a 30-round magazine in it. Jesse, it just seems odd if the pictures that are floating around right now are confirmed that this was the shooter. This completely looks to me like a targeted attack. If this shooter was set on a mass casualty situation, a mass shooter, there were so many targets of opportunity that appears that weren't taken. He went up to a particular floor. He obviously had some way to get into the building. He had to get past one armed officer there. And Jesse, to your the other folks that joined you, thank God for the NYPD. 36,000 police officers. They are the best of the best. Now, I got to caution everybody. This is going to be a long night. Even if the shooter acted alone, and we always presume that there were accomplices. We always presume that there are other people that might be associated. There might be some type of conspiracy. And we've got to make sure to get to the bottom of that first.
All right. So I want to see something, right? It says at least six people were shot Monday, and the police officer was unalive when the suspected gunman unleashed a barrage of gunfire inside a Midtown Manhattan office building that houses the Blackstone investment firm and headquarters of the NFL. Oh, my Lord. Hold on. I'm not done. Give me one sec. Video taken by a Fox 5 New York employee shows several officers carrying a person, and other officers appear to be tending to a person lying on the ground. The news outlet reported the number of people unalive, citing law enforcement sources. Two police officers were shot, including the one who died, sources told Fox News. The off-duty officer was working security in the building. 4 other people were also killed, and the shooter died from a self-inflicted gunshot wound, authorities said. Surveillance images captured the gunman wearing sunglasses and holding what appeared to be a rifle outside the building. The gunman was armed with a rifle and first opened fire in the lobby of the building on 52nd Street and Park Avenue. He went to another floor and shot people there. Sources told Fox 5 News, before going up to the 33rd floor and unaliving himself. During the chaos, the people inside the building were hiding on different floors, the kitchens, and the bathrooms. NYPD and Sheriff Department's officers in protective gear were seen with their guns drawn. New Yorkers, there's an active shooter investigation taking place in Midtown right now. New York City Mayor Eric Adams wrote on X, please take proper safety precautions if you are in the vicinity and do not go outside if you are near Park Avenue and East 51st Street. Officers were sweeping the building to see if a second shooter was present. The city's emergency notification system told followers to expect traffic and mass transit disruptions. New York Attorney General Letitia James says she is praying for our law enforcement and the New Yorkers impacted in the shooting situation this evening in Manhattan. FBI Deputy Director Dan Bongino, said the FBI New York field office management personnel and agents were responding to provide support at the active crime scene. The FBI is on scene at the Manhattan crime scene, he wrote. The NYPD currently has a lead in this investigation. Our personnel are there to support their efforts. Motive is currently under investigation. Well, word on the curb is there was a motive, and according to him, he, I guess, was in the NFL and had some CTE. I mean, numero uno, my dad, of course, he did not play in the NFL, but he loved football, dad, and he actually did play. We didn't have much conversation about football, but when I got into a relationship, my person is a sports person to the core. So we did have conversation about CTE regarding football players, because if I'm not mistaken, that was one of the that was a situation with Aaron Hernandez. That's his name, Pookie, if I'm not mistaken. And again, I'm not discrediting the fact that that could be the situation. I'm also not a doctor, so I can't say. But I want to know what's going to be done, because this whole CTE situation seems to have major effects on everybody outside the person that claims to be affected with it. Again, if you saying you got it and you want to unalive yourself, I'm not saying that's not right. I'm not saying it's right. I'm not saying it's okay, but that also is your self or your real diagnosis. That's your issue, and again, that's your life. So nobody can knock that. But when you start unaliving other folks, there's an issue for me with that. There is an issue for me with that, because why do I have to pay for your CTE? I don't think that's fair, and I don't think that's cool, and I don't like it. So I hope that there's something they're going to do, that there is something that they're going to do, because that's not fair. That's not fair. That's not cool. And I don't appreciate it. And, I just want to send out a rest in peace to the folks that were affected by this, because I'm making light of it, because this is a heavy situation. But in all reality, it's not funny. It's not a game. It's not a joke. This is very, very, very serious, and something needs to be done. All right, moving right along. I'm not going to lie. I told you guys the top is going to be a little heavy tonight. I'm going to just try to make light of them, because that's who I am. Moving right along. Yeah, this was a tragedy. Truth is, I'm tired. Okay? Okay, God. Ooh, child. Baltimore woman sentenced to 50 years after police found bodies of 2 children in her trunk. A Baltimore woman, Nicole Johnson, was sentenced to 50 years in prison after the decomposing bodies of her 7-year-old niece, Jocelyn Johnson, and her 5-year-old nephew, Larry O'Neill, were found in her car trunk during a 2021 traffic stop in Essex, Maryland. Police discovered the remains after noticing a decomposition odor and maggots. Johnson admitted to caring for the children when their mothers couldn't, but failed to return them. She claimed Jocelyn passed away in May 2020 after a fall caused by a strike, and Larry passed away from an injury 2 months before the stop. Ooh. The children's bodies were kept in a suitcase and plastic bag in her trunk for months. Baltimore County reported